Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year 2024. Today is, pull it up for you here, Saturday, January 13th, 2024. And first video really that I'm making this winter, believe it or not. Buffalo has had an extremely mild winter as far as snow, so I really haven't had any snowmelt videos. And as you can see currently, we're having some work done in one of our bathrooms, and my contractors have some trailers here, so we are expecting a pretty good storm, I guess tonight, going into Sunday, and then a little bit into Monday morning. I don't think it's going to be anything like what we experienced Christmas last year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up above. Christmas this year was, it couldn't have been any different. It was 56 degrees here on Christmas 2023. So anyway, I might turn on the time lapse. I really don't know what you're gonna see of it here with the trailers here. I'll try though. I do have the other cameras I can fire up for you guys, and you know, but with the trailers here, our cars are parked out here, and I mean most of the driveway is covered. Unfortunately, I can't get the cars in the garage, so they're gonna have to sit out for this one. I did want to bring you guys up here. So last night we got some pretty good winds. We heard a loud smash, and this tree limb broke off this tree up here off the upper, I don't know if you can see it up there, and when it came down, it landed on its top, or its branches, and it swung, and the trunk of it smashed right into one of my casement windows here in the front of the house. So as you can see, luckily it only went through the first pane. It did not break the second or the third panes. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here before it starts to get too wild and clean up some of this glass, and I'll have to call Pella probably on Tuesday and see if we can order another sash for this casement. Hopefully they still make it, same stain color and everything, so we can get it to match. But oh well, I mean, like I said, it could have been worse. Could have gone through all three panes. I could have a real mess right before this storm's about to hit. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And yeah, I'll have to see what's going on with this tree. It's losing a lot of losing some limbs, and I hope it's okay. I mean, it seems healthy in the summer, but yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, and when it does start snowing, I will fire up the I'll fire up the time-lapse cameras. I mean, I got them everywhere, and I'll see what I can show you. I will right here, I'll insert a clip of that tree falling. The cameras did catch it, and I'll put a clip in right now so you guys can watch it break the window. But anyways, stay tuned, and when I do fire up the driveway, if I do later on tonight, tomorrow, I'll bring you along for the startup, and then we'll time lapse it and you can watch. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay guys, down here in the utility room, it is still Saturday the 13th. However, it's now 5:33 at night. It's been snowing off and on all day, really windy. I'll take you outside real quick and show you. And for those of you that don't care about the startup or any of me talking this whole time, I'll put the chapters down below. You can skip right to the time lapse if you want. But anyway, the slabs, the radiant heat slabs, just turned off. So, and how I know that is I programmed it to get a text message here. So they called at 5:12 and then they turned off at 5:28. It's now 5:34. So that's good, because when the Snowmelt is on, it will override the radiant. And usually when I first turn the Snowmelt on, it runs for 2-3 hours when it first starts up, just to bring the slab up to temperature. And the radiant usually comes on for 15 minutes every hour and a half. So the radiant's gonna lag behind for an hour and a half, but it'll be fine. The radiant's the basement floor, the garage floor, insulated spaces, backup heat in both with forced air. So no big deal to let the Snowmelt take over for a little bit. Now, I haven't turned it on yet. Some of you are probably thinking, well, geez, Chris, you knew the storm was coming. Why didn't you turn it on like 6 hours ago? And I've been kind of on the fence, because if you watch the Blizzard video, I turned it on at the beginning of that. And with the winds and everything, it just didn't work. It didn't do anything. It was a complete waste of natural gas to run it for whatever, 12 hours that I ran it. It did nothing. And I always get a lot of comments of people saying, what's the point of having a system like this in a heated driveway and go into all this money and expense if it doesn't work? And what people don't understand is this is all done by design. Okay, everything that I did down here was by design. The loop spacing in the slab is by design. The temperature going out to the slabs, it's all math. It's all calculations. I've done videos on exactly how I did that math and how I built my system. And simply, my system was not built for 25 degrees, which right now it's 28, and 40, 50, 60 mile an hour winds. I mean, my system was built for a typical Buffalo area. I think I did build it for like 0 degrees, 5 degrees with maybe 10 mile an hour winds, but nothing like the conditions that a blizzard or like this event that we're about to experience, nothing like what they produce. So I don't get upset when it doesn't keep up and doesn't perform, and it will eventually. So anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and turn this on, at least while I'm standing here, so it can get fired up. Then I'll take you outside, show you what the condition is to start. I'll wave to the camera so in the time lapse you can see me and where it started, and we'll watch it melt or not melt, and we'll go from there. So right now, what's happening is this pump is on. It's circulating the driveway. So right now, all the propylene glycol is being pumped through the driveway. It is going out right now at nothing really, because the heaters aren't on yet. 50. Coming back, it's down to 40, whatever. And you can see here it's reading 65 and falling fast. So 61, 60, 59. And what happens is when that return glycol drops below what I have it programmed at, which is 65 degrees Fahrenheit, it kicks on the primary loop pump, which fires up these heaters. So right now that pump is just circulating water, not glycol, just hot water through this loop. And in there's a big flat plate heat exchanger that is stealing, without the two fluids mixing, is stealing all of that heat from the primary loop and putting it over into the secondary loop, which is going out to the driveway. So we're down to 45 coming back. We're reading less up here at the gauges. And what you'll see here is I can actually put the units here in diagnostic mode, and believe 2 is a total BTU unit, BTU usage readout. So right now we're 205,000 BTUs and climbing. That is not per unit, that is combined. So each unit right now is pulling about 105,000 BTUs, and that'll keep fluctuating as the return temperature keeps getting colder coming back, and then as it heats up, the BTUs will go down. These are fully modulating, fully condensing tankless hot water heaters. They're not boilers, but you know, I get a lot of people saying, oh, that's so inefficient. You know, they seem to work well. This is the third year that I've had this system in operation, and it works great. So anyway, we're down to 36. I usually like to sit and hang out and see how low it gets. 38 actually. Barely see that there. 38. That's pretty cold, I would say. I mean, I've seen it get lower, but that's pretty good coming back, and I've seen this get higher too. So yeah, so this is just gonna do its thing and run now probably for the next 3 hours. I'll go out and clock the gas meter while we're out there and make sure we record that, and then at the end of the video I can give you a usage as to how much fuel we used, and based off my recent bill, how much it cost us to run the driveway. So let's head outside and I'll show you what's going on out there, and we'll take it from there. Alright guys, it's pretty dark out here. I don't know what of this you're gonna see, but there's maybe an inch on the slab. You'll see it in the time lapse. Let me walk out here, hopefully to maybe where it's a little bit brighter. If not, I'll keep this short because you can't see anything because it's dark. This GoPro sucks with low light. Yeah, you can't see anything. But anyway, it's not snowing right now. We had some snow today. It's definitely windy. It's blowing. I cut a couple more dead branches off the tree. Yeah, you can't see anything, so I'm not going to talk long. Let's roll the time lapse.